As soon as somebody look at you, the first thing they see is what? Your face. You can cover your belly, you can cover your bottom, you can cover everything, but guess what you can't cover? Your face. Hello friends, today I have a special video for you. It's not just about my book, Younique, Perfectly Imperfect, but today I'm gonna be cooking. Are you excited? Cool. Anyways, I'm going to be cooking some curry goat. Alright, so I've already prepped a lot of the things. I've already prepped the goat. I washed it. I washed it with vinegar, and I also have my seasoning prepared as well, and everything that I'll be using. So as I go through the book, and as I'll be cooking at the same time, or vice versa, right? So again, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Click the notification bell below so that you can be notified whenever I have a new video. Let's get right into it. So today, the first thing I'm gonna do is to drain the excess water from the bottom of this. All right, I got that all drained, and then I'm gonna start with my seasoning. So I'll show you everything that I'm actually using. So today I'm gonna put a little bit of black pepper. Then I'm gonna use, I decided to speed this up a little bit because I don't want to bore her out. But as you can see, I'm adding Maggi seasoning, garlic, scallion. I'm also adding some all-purpose, some Creole seasoning, some, what else am I putting tonight? Anyways, I'm going to add some garlic powder, some onion powder, and also some special from all the way to Jamaica. We call it this great special and jerk seasoning. I'm adding all of that. Then I'm gonna add a ground provision like onion, pepper, thyme, scallion, all of that get added into it to give it the flavor that I want. And then once I'm done, you know, I also added garlic as well. I didn't mash up my garlics before, so now I'm hurrying to chop it up, but yeah. And throw it all in, and then that's where the magic happens. That's the curry powder. So I added the curry powder. Now that I have everything inside of my jar, you know what comes next? I'm gonna mix it. And this right here, I'm just mixing it out. I don't need to waste your time looking at me mixing, so I speed this up as well. But I'm gonna mix it until it has that great color, and also when all the seasoning is. Now, this is what it looks like all mixed in. And I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit until the oil boils. Boils until it's hot. That is almost ready. So what I'm gonna do, see, look at that. You see how yellow that is? Yeah. And I like to add all my seasoning up front. Some people will probably just add the powder season. I like when it's seasoned down with all my seasoning. So my onion, my green onion, my thyme, and everything all at once. But then I'll add additional at the end when it's almost done. Before I turn on the stove, I want you to see I have the oil in the pot. I'm going to use a pressure cooker. So I have the oil in the pot, and then I'm going to add curry powder. I like to burn my curry so that it doesn't hurt your belly when you're eating it. When you burn the curry, also add a piece of garlic in it as well. And that will ensure that it doesn't hurt your belly. At least that's what my mama told me. Alright, let me get another piece of garlic to put in that. I'm gonna wash it. And I'm gonna smash it. There we go. And I also like to put a little piece of pepper in it as well. What are we talking about this week? We're talking about skin goals. And that is now the chapter that I grew up struggling with the most. Because as soon as somebody look at you, the first thing they see is what? Your face. You can cover your belly, you can cover your bottom, you can cover everything, but guess what you can't cover? Your face. So, the minute I strike 13, 13 was when I started having a lot of acne issues. And it continued throughout my entire teen. It didn't matter what I did to prevent it, it just continued. Eventually, I had to go on birth control. I remember dying birth control is what saved me, right? But then it caused you to gain weight. So it fixed one thing, it caused you to gain weight, which is another issue that you now start to feel, because you're like, okay, now my face is good, but now my body is not the size that I want it to be. Luckily for me, when I started gaining weight, it was good. All right. So when you think about skin goals, there are so many things that goes into it. For example, I struggled with my skin because I have hives, and my hives is triggered by heat. So it's called heat urticaria. So if I get too hot, then I have hives. So I have always been conscious about that. Not only did I have acne, but I also had that issue as well. So there's so many different skin conditions out there that people struggle with, and it's insensitive for one to be like, oh, you got acne, oh, you got this, oh, you got that, and not caring that majority of these things we didn't create, we didn't cause, they just so happens to be a part of us. So I want to encourage you that if you're a teenager, adolescence can be bad, especially with the kids. There's so many names that they call me: greater face, they call me this, they call me that. But guess what? In this chapter, it says acne, like cellulite, wrinkles, and stretch marks are all totally natural. It's totally normal. Every woman has them to an extent at some time in her life, and all of these things tell a story about her. So it makes absolutely no sense. Let me go and look at my pot. I'm gonna pick up my camera so I can show you what it looks like. So this is what the meat looks like before it goes into the pot. I'm gonna take it now and I'm gonna throw it in the pot. So this is what it looks like after it's brown. All right, so that's what it looks like. So what I'll do is leave it to cook, but I'm gonna turn it so that the oil can get all over. Let me get my stand again. I wanted the oil to get all around it everywhere, so I took the time to mix it around and completely ensure that it was all over the entire thing. As you can see, I speed this up as well to ensure that I'm not wasting your time. When we think about having beautiful skin and having skin goals, I know it can be frustrating, because if anybody knows, it's me, because I experienced it firsthand, right? So we looked at the body, and we looked at you being enough and knowing that you're beautiful. Understanding that acne and the skin conditions that we face is normal helps us to move forward in life without having all that mental issues, thinking about it constantly, worrying about it. It's normal. It is normal. It means that the hormones in your body is working. They're doing what they're supposed to do. That is just part of growing up. Some people get them, some people don't. And we have to be okay with that. In this chapter I wrote, acne is the most common skin condition in the US. It's affecting up to 50 million Americans every year. And that's just the US, right? So when you think about Jamaica and the rest of the world, it's normal. I think the biggest issue is people and their judgment. They're thinking that acne is part of you being unclean, or as a result of cleanliness, as a result of you not taking care of yourself. That is bull, okay? And don't allow people to let you feel that way. Again, for this video, I decided no makeup. This is my real skin. It has come a long way. There was a time when there was black marks everywhere. So I've come a long way where I no longer feel insecure about going out without makeup. I still wear makeup because I like it, but not because I feel insecure and like, ooh, somebody's gonna see my face. But there was once a time where that was the case. My encouragement is, part of knowing your worth is a separate but connected thought. This is knowing yourself. And if you know yourself, take the time to truly know yourself and what makes you happy, what makes you sad, what your values are, and when you need company or solitude. And then nothing those hormones can throw your way will be even worth it. Like, it won't even matter, because you now have something that you know yourself, you are happy with who you are, you understand the dynamics and the reason for acne, and you understand that this is just a phase that you will eventually get through it. For some it happens early in their teen, for some it's late, for some you have to wait until you have a child. For me, that was what got rid of mine. After I had my son, my acne completely vanished. So again, check out my book. It's called Younique, Perfectly Imperfect. The chapters in this book focuses on your overall well-being. The goal of my book is to help you to be a better version of yourself. And as you go through the book, there will be questions that you will complete that will help you to get to where you want to go. I will come back to the video at the end when my curry goat is cooked so that you can see how good it is. But once again, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting this journey. It's been a long time coming. This book was written in 2020, and I'm now officially putting it out there and marketing it. My launch date is March 25th. It's also my birthday party, so if you want the details to that, reach out to me. My email address is younique@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching. Wait upon the curry goat because it took a ton up. Alright, so guys, this is the end product. It took me a very long time to get this to finish cook. So this is what it looks like. It tastes good. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.